What's up, everyone? CryptoSavy here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and at the end, take a look at Ethereum. Don't forget, we give the free t-shirt away by picking a random comment throughout the week. Leave your comment down below. That'll get you entered to win next week's. And yeah, let's get on with the video. All right, guys, as always, I want to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. There is a disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Make sure you read it. And remember, this is my opinion, not yours. Let's look at the headlines real quick just to get a feel for the sentiment. And I'm sure we all know what the sentiment is. Bitcoin smashes through 10,000 as bull rally suddenly climbs. Wise Ratings upgrades Bitcoin to a A- ahead of halving. Critical Bitcoin hardware wallet flaw revealed, which is the Trezor wallet. Just a reminder, keep your cryptos safe, keep them off the exchanges. I do have a link to Ledger and Titan Elipal down below to get hard wallets, so definitely check those out. Bitcoin price hits 10,000 for the first time in 2020. Crypto tidbits, Bitcoin nears 10,000. Tron CEO and Warren Buffett, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin could benefit as internet space becomes a reality. Analysis, Bitcoin is about to see fireworks as short positions get squeezed. And that was like 12 hours ago, so we already seen that. If you guys seen my tweet yesterday, I had mentioned that before it happened. I do have my Twitter down below too in the links if you guys want to follow me on Twitter. And let's look at Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance. Total longs versus shorts. Longs are 67.17%. Shorts are 33.83%. Longs on Bitfinex, still super high. More longs on BitMEX than shorts, and Binance more shorts than longs. Crypto Fear and Greed Index still at 56. We've been here. This is the third day now in a row that we've stayed at 56, which is still in the greed zone. All right, let's take a look at what we've been looking at. As you know, last month I had this line drawn in here and said if we closed above the 9,200 and broke out of this falling channel, we would be bullish, and obviously, that's what happened. Let's look at the weekly. And just a reminder, you guys, I'll leave a Bybit tutorial if you're interested in trading up top. And by signing up using that, you can get a $90 bonus on top of your deposit. So definitely check that out. I do have a link to that below, along with a Prime XBT link. And the Prime XBT link, if you use the CryptoSavy promo code, there's a place to put a promo code. You put CryptoSavy in there, you get a 35% bonus for using that crypto code. And then if you use CryptoSavy 25, you get 25% off your fees for a month. So check it out. And don't forget, we have a free Discord group too. There's a link to that below in the description. Totally free, guys. Check it out. And let's get on with the weekly. Looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, we've been talking about this for quite some time. You guys can watch my video from yesterday morning, and I go through more detail and explain this, but I do think we could be headed up towards that 11,100 to 11,300, somewhere in that area within the next couple weeks. That's not to say we don't have a retracement first, but after that, I'm actually looking for a rejection here and a retrace back down to the 77 to 8,800, unless we break this golden pocket zone, which is in the area I just described. Let's look at the RSI. RSI is still looking good on the weekly, and I do want to point out this red line down here, support and resistance. We capitulated through it in 2014, broke back above it in 2015, tested it for support, and continued our 2017 rally. Remember, this is the RSI on the weekly. And in 2018, we capitulated below it, broke back above it, tested it for support, got support, and that's where we are now. Now let's look at the daily. So looking at the daily, we talked about this yesterday. I'm going to make this pretty quick, guys. And like I said, stick around to the end for your chance to win a free t-shirt. One more thing. Do not forget to hit the like button. That really helps the channel out. Leave your comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you want daily updates every single day. I do them every day, show you my opinion of the market, and we try to keep up with what's going on. So looking at this, the EMAs are still super bullish. We're above them all. This was my target, 10,065. I have more targets that we had on the 4 hour, and we'll look into that in a second. We still have the absolute worst case scenario, in my opinion, is a 5400, which is the 0.786 retracement of this area. I think it's less and less likely. But as you can see, if you put a Fibonacci retracement from this swing low down here to the swing high, we have hit the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, the 50% retracement here. We'll see what's going to happen, but I want to point some stuff out right here in the RSI. And we talked about this yesterday in yesterday's video if you were watching. If we broke above this, and if we close the daily up here, guys, this will be bullish. I think we may hit our 10.5 target, and I'll show you why in the 4 hour. But keep in mind, this is the daily, so this can suck back down in because the RSI follows the body of the candle, not the wick. So it could fall back down in here and then come back down. But what it's starting to look like to me, guys, is that we're going to stay in this rising channel, possibly for one more push up before our retracement. So keep a close eye on that. Like I said, as of right now, we are above it, but it is early in the daily candle. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, we hit the first target, obviously, 10,065 that we've been talking about for days. I want to also say, if we topped out, which I don't believe we've topped out yet, but if we've topped out here, the retracement of this whole move here, which we've been looking at as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and extended fifth wave, we could come back down to retest the top of this trend line here, which would also be the bottom of this broadening wedge, and that would be around the 9,350 range, somewhere in there, 9,330, somewhere in here. If we've topped out there, which is possible. I don't think we have, but it is possible. Also, we have this target at 10,300, and that is just a measured move of this broadening wedge. Let me get it on here. So that's the measured move of this broadening wedge here, and the breakout of that gets us up to that $10,300 range. I also have the target at 10,500 range, and that is extended fifth wave, and that is taking the Fibonacci extension from wave 2, which is here, up to the top of wave 3, which I believe to be here, down to the bottom of 4, which would be down here, and that's the one-to-one extension for the fifth wave if we get up that high. So I am definitely looking towards that. And guys, keep in mind, I don't believe we're going to continue crazily up here, and I do think there is a correction coming. Like I said, check out my yesterday's video. I go into more depth with it, yesterday's morning update. But anyways, right now, it is still looking good. Still looking like possibly go up for more. And I'll show you the RSI that we've been watching. We're in this rising channel in red. I drew the trend line off of these resistance points here. We actually could still come up a little more before touching it. But if this breaks and we close a 4 hour in the RSI above that, guys, we are most likely headed to our higher targets, and by the looks of it, that could be that 10,500. So keep that in mind. Looking for the 10,300 first. It looks like this 10.5, if this holds as support, we're in pretty good shape. We may go sideways here for the weekend, guys, maybe into Monday. So keep that in mind, but it does actually look more bullish than bearish to me. So also want to remind you guys that I've been talking about this for about a month, and it actually looks like it's starting to play out. This could be an inverse head and shoulders forming here, which would also back up the theory that we're going to have one more correction after this move up. But this is around the 10.5 would be the neckline here, guys, if this was to happen, and that pullback would be around, you know, the halving, right before the halving time. We would come back down to retest this trend line here. Anywhere, this says 74, which could go to 74, but I'm more looking at the $77,000 to $8,000 range. But that's where I'm at, guys. And the measured move, if this ends up being a inverse head and shoulders and we break out over here, the measured move of that gets us up to around 14,600. And again, guys, this is pure speculation, obviously, until the pattern's confirmed, if the pattern's confirmed. But let's just keep an eye on it. And that's why I do daily updates every day for you guys. So leave up top if you think, I'll leave a question or a poll up top, and if you think it's a inverse head and shoulders, what you believe the possibilities are. So let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin, our 79 target has not quite hit yet. I do believe there's a good chance that we do hit that. If we've topped out here, we could come back down into this range here, go test the 6,600. If that breaks, I'd be looking for worst case here for a retracement would be around that $52 range, guys, but I'm not so sure it's ready to retrace yet. We may even, I do have a high of 90 up here, and that is through the Fibonacci extension, and I've showed that in many videos, so if you haven't seen it, you may want to go check that out, but it's right around that $90 area, and that would be if Bitcoin also does what we think, but I still think we at least hit this 79 before a retracement, and if that breaks, we could go much higher. Let's look at the daily RSI real quick, and this is the daily RSI that we've been watching. As you can see, the falling channel that we broke out of here, tested it for support, and I have this rising wedge in here. Looks like we do have one more push up. That'll be at least the 79. If we break this wedge, get support on it, then we could be heading for that $90 range. And Ethereum, as you guys know, made this chart a couple weeks ago. We did hit our target of 228. Still possibly could go higher here. We are getting support at 228. My next target's 251. And that is just a measured move off of this falling channel here. Let me move this over in case my head's in the way. And looking at that, breakout would be around 251 is the measured move off that. I also have a higher measured move that I'm not as confident about, but looking at this top yellow line and bottom yellow line as a broadening wedge, we just quit touching it up in here, so it's not as relevant to me. But if we did take a measured move of that, that's what gets me to that $285 range, which is still a possibility. But like I said, as of right now, I think 251 is more feasible and more reachable if we can maintain support on this 228. Now, if we've topped out here on Ethereum, like I said, in Bitcoin and Litecoin, the Fibonacci retracement zone is around the 161, and that could be retesting the top of this falling channel here. That is what I'm looking at there. And guys, we're going to do the free t-shirt giveaway. I'm going to pick a random comment from a video throughout the week. Make sure you leave a random comment down below to get you entered in next week's. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Tick the notification bell and then hit the all so you do get notified when I post new videos. But this is my wife's webpage where you'll pick the shirt from. And if you want to buy a shirt and you don't win, check it out. She's got lots of shirts, coffee mugs, hats, beer koozies, dog scarves, hoodies. The hoodies don't show on there. Just hit her up in the contact. But aluminum signs, all kinds of stuff. Check it out, guys. A good, easy way to help support the channel, along with using the affiliate links down below. So anyways, we had 11 videos throughout the week, had some live streams and whatnot, so I'm going to generate a random number, and we got 10. I'm going to go over to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Bitcoin Super Bowl pump, and let's copy the address, bring it over to the random comment picker, paste it in, load comments. I don't know why it's loading so slow. What's going on here? Here we go. And randomly pick a winner. I can't win. I still can't win. Still can't win. There wasn't many comments in this video, so it's picking mine. John Dunlop, Happy Days, Savy, and his little rockets there. You've won. Get a hold of me. Either through email or the Discord if you belong to the Discord, and I will get that out to you. Pick which t-shirt you want. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to click the CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, and hit that all button. Smash the likes. Leave your comment for next week's winner, and thanks a lot, guys. I'm out.